This is the plaintiff, Michael. He says he purchased a certified diamond engagement ring from the defendant, and during the process of setting the stone, he damaged it. Now there's a chip in the diamond. The certification's nullified, and the stone has to be recut and reset. The defendant refuses to make good on his mistake. That's why he's suing for the $7,500 he's owed. This is the defendant, Robert. He says the plaintiff picked up his ring and it was in perfect condition, and he had 10 days to return it for a full refund. 2 months later, the hothead contacts him claiming there's a problem with the ring. Who knows what happened to it in the 2 months he had it? This is an outrageous lawsuit. He owes nothing, and he thinks the judge will agree. He's accused of icing a customer.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Michael, you are suing Robert and his company for $7,500 because an engagement ring that he sold to you, congratulations, by the way, has a chip in it. Tell me what happened.
Well, Your Honor, a couple months ago, I decided that I wanted to propose to my lovely fiance. So did my research on diamonds, rings, and companies. Met with Robert. You know, we sat down, did some research on his company, seemed really great. The only stipulations were a diamond, the ring with a halo setting, and then I could get a GIA certificate for that diamond. So.
And that's the, what does GIA stand for again?
Gemological Institute of America.
And that's the premier
pretty much
grading entity for the cut, clarity, and color of a diamond. And
Yes.
therefore it's worth. Okay,
Pretty
go
much.
ahead.
So again, he recommended a cushion cut diamond. It looked great. We ordered it up. It came in. We inspected it. Looked great. Ordered up the ring. The ring actually was built for that size of diamond. Ordered the diamond ring. Came in. It was great.
So you bought two things from me. You bought the loose diamond. You picked the diamond, and you picked the setting, and then you had it mounted into the setting through a third party. You do it.
correct.
All right. So go on.
So brought, the ring came in. I brought the diamond back in.
All right, I can't stand it. Do you have the ring on?
He has it.
Can I see it? Dying to see this ring.
No, I got you. You got
You just hand it to my bailiff?
That's okay. That's right.
Yeah, she's not
Watch him
allowed.
closely because he might pull a switcheroo.
Yeah, she's not allowed to wear it. The jeweler said because they put the diamond in so loose and so poorly that it could fall out at any time.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So the center ring is a carat? 1.2 carats?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow, that is nice. Give me a moment. Yeah, it's beautiful. The setting is beautiful. You have very good taste. You did all this behind her back?
Yes, it was very difficult because she likes to clean, get around things. So, luckily I have a
But
floor
like, did
safe.
you have an idea of what she would want?
Through subtle hints, she's very good at those.
Yeah. How long have you been dating? How long had you been dating by the time you proposed?
Only 7 months.
Oh, okay. Well, geez, she's dropping hints at 7 months? Wow, you are impatient. Beautiful. All right, in any event, so you get the ring on what date?
April 12th.
Okay. So you receive it April 12th. What day did you propose?
May 9th.
How'd you propose?
Her parents have a house up in Breckenridge, Colorado, up in the mountains, so we went up there, nice little romantic weekend. So
Yeah, and?
we're just sitting there, and I just looked in her eyes and said, would you spend the rest of your life with me?
Oh, nice. And did she say yes right away?
She did.
Okay. And then you gave her the ring, and then she was really excited, and then
Then we were going to have it appraised the next weekend. The appraiser couldn't do it, so we brought it in the next weekend. So she'd only had the ring on her finger for 2 weeks when we brought it into the appraiser.
What day did you get the ring appraised?
May 24th.
Okay, so a month and 2 weeks after.
It was almost
a
6
week and a
weeks
half.
exactly.
Yeah. All right, so, and what happens when you take it to the appraiser?
About 30 seconds into the appraisal, he goes, you are not going to be happy. He goes, there is a very large chip on the diamond, right on the prong. We asked him to expand. He goes, the prong seats do not match the girdle. So basically.
What does that mean?
Here, I've got a. So up top is how it normally should look, how a normal diamond should look. It's, comes to a point and it fits into a, triangle shape into the prong. This diamond had a very fat girdle, so the setter He even said it, cut it for, coming to a very sharp, and when he realized his mistake, he just jammed the diamond in. So, the original appraiser said, it either was a pre-existing condition to the diamond or it had to happen during the setting. For her to damage it, she would have had to taken the ring off herself, turned it over, and applied a tool, either like a screwdriver or pliers.
I saw that. I saw that your appraiser said it's virtually impossible for somebody to have done that themselves. Stand up a second. Who's driving this engine, him or you?
Both of us.
Yeah. I'm just curious. What's the biggest picture you have of the actual damage to the ring? This is it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this the prong?
Yes.
Okay. There's a square here. What's that square about?
It's nothing that when he was trying to do the picture.
Because this is what I'm supposed to be looking at, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So what's going on? Did he show you these pictures and complain to you and talk to you about this?
Well, yeah. Well, basically, the situation is this. I mean, I am not a full-service jeweler in any way. I provide a brokering type situation where I will broker a loose stone, broker her setting. In this case, I helped him have the setting set by a third party. We clearly signed a contract stating that for any reason he could return it until the 14th of April. I didn't hear anything back from him until, well, I guess about 6 weeks later at this point. He called me up on...
Why did you wait so long?
Well, I had planned on proposing several...
Has nothing to do with the proposal. You can propose a year from now. Why did you wait so long to have it appraised?
I was just on business travel several times. And I live in a secure apartment. It was locked in a safe.
So what? It has nothing to do with where you're storing it. You take it to the appraisal, and then you secure it in the same spot. I'm not asking you about when you proposed. I'm not asking you about where you stored it. I'm asking you, why did you wait so long to appraise it? You should have appraised it right away. It's the minute you got it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Certainly within the 10 days. Can I see your contract with him, your invoice?
You want both sides, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's two. There's one for the diamond and one for the ring.
Right.
Yep.
Does it say this thing about you have 10 days?
It does for the ring, Your Honor, but not for the actual diamond, which is in question. For the diamond, it says, once you have it inspected, if it does not meet the GIA certification, you will get a full refund. When he gave me the ring...
Stop.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
just said something. It doesn't meet the GIA certification. Is that somewhere in your appraisal? Because I didn't see that.
It's in both appraisals, Your Honor. The second appraiser rated it at
Okay, let me see the second appraisal. That's
at an
this one?
SI2, but along with that, if the diamond was recut, it's going to lose carat weight if the damage is replaced.
Okay. So you have an appraisal where it's rated SI2, which is less than SI1.
Yes, Your Honor.
The second appraisal, as the first appraisal, both say it's a defect in workmanship. Let me just ask you, as a matter of just pure customer service, did you ever go back to the guy who said it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what does he say about all this?
He basically said if you brought it to me that day or that week, I'd be happy to help you, but it's been 5 weeks, basically.
And what, though? If both appraisers say there's nothing she could have done...
I'm not trying to dispute
No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no,
here's
I
the thing.
agree.
He clearly didn't... I
Right.
believe you. You
Yeah.
told him 10 days, and for some reason, he thinks he can't appraise it until after she sees it, which is goofy. This is a really big purchase. You should have taken it to be appraised the day after you picked it up. Let's put that to the side, though.
Yeah.
If, in fact, what you deliver to him that's what you get to do if, hey, she didn't like the ring. Here it is 10 days later. No questions asked.
Sure.
I'm with you.
Sure.
But if what, in fact, happens is that it is now not the GIA certification anymore,
Absolutely.
then the 10 days kind of don't apply, don't you think?
Sure. Well, here's basically where my situation comes in, basically. So I delivered the product to him. Visibly, to my eye, did not see anything wrong
I
with
got
it.
you. You don't have to repeat
and
yourself. I'm with you. You did
Okay,
nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You're thinking you did nothing wrong. He's thinking he did nothing wrong.
Sure.
He did do something wrong then because he
Sure.
put it in a vault for whatever it
Sure.
was. So I don't know where you hid it because she's apparently a snoop.
Right.
So was I, honey. The day I thought my husband was going to propose, I looked in every pocket. Don't even. All right. So I looked in every pocket. I looked in his gym bag. I looked everywhere. He was taking me to dinner. I found it nowhere. You know what my husband did? He actually put the ring in his pocket later. He got it from his office where he had it in a drawer. No box. Puts it in his pocket. That's this ring. This is the man I was marrying. It's just devil making happy-go-lucky.
Yep.
Everything's happy, you know. Crazy guy.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, is it possible that she actually chipped the diamond herself at the base?
No, it's not possible, and diamonds are really, really strong, so you definitely have to have a tool for that.
You need a tool to break it.
Yes.
What do you say? You know anything about diamonds?
I think I agree with her. You know, it's a very strong element, and And I believe, it's some different types of tools.
Okay, fair enough, a tool. But is it possible that somebody could like knock it against something by accident and bust the diamond?
I'd hope not. I hope when I get an engagement ring one day that doesn't happen. I don't think
This is not Match.com. Going inside the courtroom.
So you give it to him. He looks at it. It looks good to him too because it's a beautiful ring. And then he doesn't take it, despite what he knows is written there. Don't tell me that you didn't know this. And then he doesn't do it in the 10 days. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
these are all the facts. Let's not go over those facts anymore.
Sure.
Let's talk about what I asked you, which is now he has a certification, one of which gives it a certification lower than what you gave it based on the damage, and the other one that says that original certification doesn't apply anymore because of the damage.
Right.
Then what it is, and I hate to use this word, but it's this, even though it wasn't intentional, it's fraud. It's you sold him something that is not what he bought. And sold him something that is not what he bought doesn't fall under a 10-day, limitation. It just doesn't. You can't fool somebody, even if it's unintentional on your part. It has to be what he bought. So here's what's going to happen. He's asking for $7,500. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to undo the deal, which means that it's the $3,600 for the diamond, the $1,380.15 for the ring and setting, and the cost of the two appraisals that he had to undergo to figure out that you unintentionally sold him something that he didn't buy. That's $5,215.15. The ring is going back to you because I'm ordering you to return the money to him. Now let me make a suggestion. My job is done. I'm going off. I'm going to get my 15th coffee of the day. But let me just say something, and I'm talking to you guys. I'm really talking to you. I have been married for 21 years. Trust me that what my husband can afford today, what we can afford today, is not what we could afford when I was a starving prosecutor and he was a starving U.S. attorney. The issue has come up I get all emotional. The issue's come up several times about whether we should upgrade. I would kill myself before upgrading because this is the ring that, whatever. I'm just, So if you decide, having nothing to do with me or this litigation, that you would like to speak to him to try to figure out and do a new deal and try to figure out what you can do. So don't put this in a generic pile yet. Make sure. So in case there is the repair that you were thinking of doing if you didn't win, you could do with this judgment. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So just saying, ponder that. Take this ring back to the gentleman who just bought it back. I am entering a judgment on behalf of the plaintiffs in the amount of $5,215.15. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
And in terms of your business, I assume you're not giving this cutter any business anymore, this setter any business anymore.
I would intend to go after him for that, which is exactly what.
Exactly, and take my judgment and take it to him, and take these. We're going to make sure that before you leave, you have copies of all this so that you're ready.
All
right. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
All right, both sides, hold on, please.
Judge Milian undoes the deal, right?
Yes.
All right, so you get the ring back, and you're not going to put it on the generic pile yet. You're going to wait for them to make a decision, right?
Of course not. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. I mean, it was something that was a third party that caused the problem, and my hands were kind of tied. So it's just the best way to handle it and rectify it, and I'm happy that he has what was coming to him, and now I can ultimately go after the person who's ultimately...
You're going to sue the ring setter?
Yeah, well, he's the one who's ultimately responsible for the damage, so yes. I mean,
And wait to hear from them, see what they decide.
Of course.
I'll see if I can get an answer for you.
That'll do it.
All right, head right down this way. All right, come on in. The couple, the lovely couple right here, what do you think of that decision?
Well, I think it was a more than fair decision. I mean, we actually did try to work a deal with him earlier, and he refused. So, that's why we're here.
Okay, now that ring or go out and get a new ring. Is this the ring? You heard her story. Is this the ring you want to try to buy back and keep?
I think I'd like to just start over, just because that one, it's...
Not very sentimental, is she?
No, I am, but
You are?
I just think that it now doesn't hold as much to me.
So you're going to go out and buy a new ring?
Yes.
Then you're going to propose all over again to her?
Sure, why not? That was fun the first time.
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, well, the plaintiff decided didn't want a damaged ring, so the plaintiff used the money and bought a new one.